So I have a bit of a story for y'all. This happened very recently. So I currently do a consignment deal with one of the libraries here in Dallas. And the consignment is 60/40 over 6 months. And as a seller who's been doing this for 5 years, my expectations are really high, not only because I've been doing it for so long, but I also have really high expectations for myself. And I noticed the numbers were just so poor. Like I was giving them like $50 some months, $30 some months. I wouldn't give them any money sometimes. And it really got me thinking with this one coming up in a couple, by this point, I would have already done it, the next sale. But I was thinking like, this next sale, I don't even know if it's worth doing a consignment. Like I have to shorten the time frame or like cancel it altogether because there's just not enough for them to justify continuing it because I'm not making them enough money. And then I spoke with someone from the library and told them how I felt. I was like, I feel bad that I'm not bringing the results that you guys would want. And they told me, dude, what are you talking about? Like, any money you get us is just like the best thing ever because we can use that for other programs in the library. You allow us to do things that we may not have been able to do because of the money you give. Like $30 gets us so much. $50 gets us so much. And when you don't get the money, it's like that you just give extra money. And it hit me like really hard in that call because a lot of us are very blind to success. We have such a minimization of success, in my opinion. When you start, every little victory is a W. And now it's like, it's all right, I guess. Like I had this recently where not too long ago, 3 years ago, dude, $200, fucking through the moon, bro. $200 profit. Oh my god, bro, I'm gonna be feasting like a king, bro. I hop for everyone today. I can get $2,000 profit in a sale, not even bat an eye, because I minimized success that much. I can 10x my progress, my results, and feel nothing. And the opposite is also true. If you feel like you're doing such a shit job, it makes you feel fucking worse. Which is why, when you have an outside perspective of what you do, genuinely changes you. When they told me, it's like when they told me that what I told y'all about how $50 they can host another event, I genuinely felt like a weight had lifted off my shoulders because I thought I was failing like really bad. Like I was a fail. Like I don't like using that word, but I felt like a failure because I just wasn't providing the goods in my opinion. I just thought like, dude, I'm giving them so little. I can make so much, but I can't fucking give them like $100. Like what the fuck am I doing? And in reality, I'm giving them so much more than I ever thought in my life. So I just I want you guys to just take a second. Like we're so focused on work at all times that we forget to just look the fuck up on what we've done. Like, take a second, if you will. Where were you 2 years ago? A year ago? Like, how did that feel when you were doing whatever you were doing, trying to be someone new, trying to build something different, amazing, wonderful? How do you feel now? Do you still feel the same level of excitement? Or is it just gone and replaced with numbness? It's like, oh, cool, 200,000, woo, anyway. When 2 years ago, I was like, dude, 200,000, there's no way. Bro, there's just no way. It's like, take a second to realize what you've done. Like, internalize it. Celebrate your victories, man. And have, an outside perspective. Like, honestly, give yourself some credit. Like, you don't realize the lives you could be impacting, the happiness you could be giving to people because you're so focused on your mission. And I still have that problem. This is like the first time genuinely where I've like really felt what I did made a difference. Even if it's a small difference, I really feel like I did something, and it means honestly the world to me. Um, I've renegotiated the deal with them to make sure I gave them everything. It felt honestly really, really positive, and yeah, honest. Like I'm like getting a bit emotional. I'm just like, you know, it's crazy. Like our perspectives are so fucked. Honestly, they're so fucked. In the rise and grind, 24/7 hustle, even working so like really hard over a long period of time, like you don't realize what you've done, and it takes an outsider perspective to be like, no, dude, what the fuck? Like you're crazy. This is amazing. To kind of open your eyes. So, I think for my closing message, just take a second, man, and like look at the progress you've done. And if you haven't made as much progress as you think, then one of two things. I would say number one, obviously, try and figure out what you're doing wrong. Reassess your failures, your mistakes, and go from there. But also, it's like if you're trying to improve and you're failing, but you're still going, dude, pat yourself on the back. Most people would have quit day one, day two. You're a month in, maybe skip like 70%, but you're still trying, dude. Pat yourself on the back. You're doing good, okay? Like you're gonna do fine. Just keep improving, learn from your failures, move on. And if you already built success, look how far you've come, and just take a second to really realize what you've done, because we are so blinded by work that we don't take the time to internalize success. Yeah, I've got nothing else for y'all today. So see you on the next one.